Good morning or good afternoon, Engineering College. This is Mr. Martis with part two of Spreadsheets. And in particular, I'm talking about Google Sheets. Today will be a continuation of last week. Last week was basically just formatting. There's so many aspects of spreadsheets that we need to talk about. The progression through it will be formatting. Then we're going to learn a little bit about formulas. Uh, then we're going to go into making some graphs, an important part of the spreadsheets. Then we'll go into some more of the complex issues, but that's going to be late in the semester. Like I said, today we're going to continue with formatting. All right. Again, we're going to follow the same path we did last time. I'm going to be doing something. You are going to be watching me on video on YouTube. And then you're going to just mimic what I did. Keep two screens open, watch a little bit, do a little bit, watch a little bit, do a little bit. At the end of the class, you should have a spreadsheet that'll actually be functional for your use, something that you may want to keep and use throughout the school year. So Mr. Claney will be around to actually to look at your spreadsheets, or he'll have him share them with you, whichever Mr. Claney would like. All right, just to review, we're going to bring us up a spreadsheet. So we're going to go to My Drive. At least this is how I do it. Go to Google Drive, sign in. And it's going to bring up this window. We're going to go to New. Once again, we're going down to Google Sheets. And we're going to open a blank spreadsheet. All right. The thing we're going to do today is we're going to make a spreadsheet that calculates your grades so you can keep track of things during the year. Keep track of your grades during the year. So we're going to just put all your classes down. Let's see, everybody. I'm not sure what grade Mr. Claney's using this, but we're going to use this for like a junior class. Their first class they consider would be English 3. And let's say chemistry. When you're mimicking this, put your own classes in this, the 6 classes that you have. Let's say Spanish 3. Yeah, Spanish, we'll say Spanish 3. Algebra 2. History. And for a 6th class, let's do a career class. Let's do CIM. All right, there's your 6 classes. All right, we're going to keep track of these. So we're going to, let's make 4 columns. Okay, first quarter. What should I do here? This is something you might want to do. I highlight it, and then I drag it across. And now I'm just going to go each cell and audit it. Or I'm going to make it second quarter. Didn't mean audit, I meant edit it. Let's see, this is going to be third quarter and fourth quarter. All right, so let's just start filling in some grades. I just want some numbers in here, okay? 0 to 100. Let's just start putting in grades. I'm going to fill all 24 of these. Oops. Put grades anywhere between, actually, I don't really care what number you put in here. Just fill this with grades. This is just going to be to test it. Something for you to show Mr. Claney that you know how to use a spreadsheet. See, fourth quarter, we're gonna end strong. All of our grades are gonna be really good. All right. There's my 20. There's my average each quarter for the semester. I mean, for the whole school year. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. All right. I don't like the way this looks. We're going to start playing with this. And this is what I said when we're going to do some formatting. All this was basically me just typing in the cells. All right. So you remember from last time, the right justified, left justified. When you type text into a cell, it usually is left justified. When you type numbers into a cell, it's usually right justified. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all the numbers. All right. And I'm going to go back up here. This is our justifying our alignment. I'm going to hit the center. Then they're all center justified. I think that looks better. Also, where the left justification looks fine for this name, I don't like how the number's centered and the words are left justified. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to highlight all four. Highlight by just left clicking it and just pulling it across. Go up to the alignment and I'm going to make them center as well. All right. That's already a big improvement. Okay, let's say now I'm going to show you something about sorting. All right. English, chemistry, Spanish, Algebra 2, history, CIM. You notice they're not in alphabetical order. All right. One of the problems that happens in back in the day with these databases, when you would sort these and put these in alphabetical order, it wouldn't take the numbers with it. But this is a relational database, all right? If you do it right, you can switch all 6 of these around easily, and it'll take the numbers that are associated with it. Watch how we do this. I'm going to highlight everything, all right? So English and the 4 grades, chemistry and its 4 grades. I'm going to go up to data. All right. I'm going to hit sort range, right? And I'm going to go down here to advanced range sorting options. All right. That looks like a lot to do, but again, it's just data, sort range, then advanced range sorting options. Okay. I'm going to left click on that. All right. So this will sort everything. It asks you right here, it'll sort everything by column C. I could also by column D, column E, column F, column G. All right, I'm going to pick C. I'm going to go alphabetical order. All right, so it's going to take everything in these columns. And if this turns out right, you can see through the highlight, algebra is going to be first and sim is going to be second. Then the rest of them are going to fall in afterwards. So now I just hit sort. Now they're all in order. You got Algebra 2 first, alphabetically, chemistry, sim, English 3, history, and Spanish 3. So they're in alphabetical order. All right. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that being in alphabetical order. All right, let's do something with the borders of this. All right. I'm going to highlight this whole thing. All right. We go up here. Here's our borders here. It says borders. Click on that. Let's take a look at this. All right, I want to put a border around everything. If I just wanted to put a border around all of them, I'd hit this one. See what that did? Highlight them again. Let's just go back up to borders again. I want every box clicked, so I'm going to do this one. This one is all borders. All right, I like the looks of that. I think I'm going to go with that. All right, let's see what else we can do to this. I think we need something else for this sheet to make it complete. Let's put absences in here. Right, absences. Let's go ahead and just put some dummy data in. We missed 3 first quarter, and we missed 2 days the second quarter. We missed 2 days the third quarter, and perfect attendance that fourth quarter. All right, again, let's make this a little bit more presentable. Let's put these in blocks. Let's go up here and we're going to go to borders and we're going to click. All right. Again, I don't like these numbers in the middle, so I highlight all of them. All right. Go up to alignment, click the middle one. I need to put boxes around these also. So let's go up to borders and go all borders. Feel free to play with these borders some. They're not hard to correct. This one here just puts a top border. This one here puts a bottom border. This one, the right side, left side. There's lots of things you can do with this. You don't have to highlight you don't have to put borders around every cell. So you got total control of what your sheet looks like. You just have to play with it a little bit. All right. Hopefully your spreadsheet looks just like mine now. You've got your 6 classes, and these should be real. You should use your regular classes and put there. You should have 4 quarters along the top, and you should have some absences. Let's just consider everything in here just dummy data. All right. One of the things we forgot to do in the beginning, we need to name your spreadsheet. I'm going to call this one Mr. Martis spreadsheet. Okay. All right. I said this was going to be mainly formatting, but this is a good time to go ahead and introduce some formulas. Okay. Formulas are nothing fancy. Excel is awesome. I mean, I'm sorry, we're not using Excel. This is Google Sheets. It's awesome at doing the math for you. It takes all the guesswork out for you. All right. So what I'm going to do is in this one, I'm going to put a formula. I'm going to put equals, just a regular equal sign, equals, and then I'm going to start typing average. And when I start typing average, it actually comes in this drop down bar. All right. And it already goes ahead and says it. Average D3 through G3. All right. So it actually goes ahead and does that. Right. So here's the cell. Up here is the formula. All right. It actually gave you this. It kind of guessed what you wanted, but that's what you would have typed in it. You would have typed average. Then inside of parentheses, you would have put D3 and G3, which would have been from here, the 72, 78, 89, 93. So if it hadn't have given you that average parentheses with that range and the semicolon, look how that's written. Look up here, it's equals average, okay, parentheses, D3, colon, G3, end colon. In parentheses, right? And boom, there you go, 82.5, right? It averaged all 4 of those for you. Then it gets quicker than that. You can just go grab that. See the X there, or the cross there, and then you just drag it down. It did the average on all 6 of these for you. So in Algebra 2, you get an average of 82.5, 89.75. You can read the rest. All right. This is formatting. I don't like the looks of this. This looks choppy. All this looks good. All right. I think this needs to be rounded better. To do that, I just go up to these numbers here. You see decrease decimal places or increase decimal places. So let's just hit the increase for a second. See, I can just keep getting bigger and bigger with these. Or I can click this one and get smaller. I like this. I like doing it to the tens place. All right, when your grade goes in, it's a whole number. Now it's to the tens place. There's your average in every class. So it looks like you had B, 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 A, B, B. All right, formatting. I don't like these being right justified. Highlight these by left clicking and pulling down. Okay, then by now you should know where to go. You go up here to the alignment, hit center, and there you go. Let's name this. This should be called average. Again, let's center justify that. You should be getting pretty quick at this. All right, let's put boxes or borders around all of this. We go up to the borders. We hit complete. And for absences, okay, this isn't going to be an average. This isn't for absences. This isn't going to be an average. This is just going to be the sum. We're going to add them up. Same thing. I start typing SUM, and it actually comes. Yeah, the first thing in this bar, it comes up sum C10 to G10. So I don't want to go from C10 because if you see C is absences, that doesn't make sense. Let's make that sum B10 to G10. And then close parentheses, hit enter, and made an error. Let's see what the error was. I'll click on this. G10. Oh, I said one thing and did the other. This should be D10. Delete. What it tried to do, and I think I should explain these errors. I click enter, and it's still giving me an error. Let's see. Oh, I got 2 colons in there. There we go. All right, 3 plus 2 plus 2 gives you 7. So this gives you the sum of all these columns. What I did was I was putting too many of the colons in there. D10 should be back to back. Then there should be colon, then G10. So it averaged D, E, F, and G10. I mean, it summed them all together, added them, and gave you 7. All right, let's get this formatted right. I'm on top of the 7. I'm going to go and center align it. And let's put a border around it. And let's just call this total. Center it. And then put a border around it. All right, this is getting kind of presentable now. All right, it looks fairly decent. Hopefully you're keeping up with this. Hopefully you're stopping the video. You're keeping up with your own sheet. Let's put a name on this. And make it our grades to 20, 22, 23. All right, now here I'm going to do some more formatting. I want to make this larger. I'm highlighting that. All right, I'm going to go up here to font. I'm going to make this about an 18. All right, nice and big and bold. All right, this line, I kind of want to change the looks of this. So let me go up here. I'm going to highlight first quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. All right. Okay. Then I'm going to go under. Right here, you see fill color. Click on that. Then you get to pick a color, the background you want. The letters on this, like this, won't change. This is just the background. So I'm just going to pick a light gray, very light gray, and use that. All right. I want my average and total to pop out, so I'm going to go highlight those two. Let's see. I'm going to go back up here to the fill color. I'm going to pick out something bright. There we go. Total, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick the same one. Okay. All right. So there I changed the background. Let's do something different with these with this text here. All right. Let's change the color of the text. To do that, you go up here to this A, which you see it highlighted. It comes up text color. I'm going to click on that. And let's make all of these a real bright blue. All right. Okay, these almost look like hyperlinks where you click on them and they would, do something. But all right, now our our text, our class names are blue. And let's make absences. Let's change the color of the text in them for a little more practice. Let's just make them red. All right. So there we are with a full year. Okay, I want to show you how this works. This is an average of all of these. If I got rid of all these, watch this. I'm going to highlight all of these. I'm going to go hit my delete key. All right. So I'm going to do it here too. I'm going to delete my absences. So the way this spreadsheet works, it's giving you the average. So since I've only got one entry the first quarter, the average is going to be whatever is in first quarter. So you can see after you get this database made with the dummy data, you've got something you can just fill up. Okay, second quarter, you can come up here and start, add your next ones. Let's see. Let's do quick math. I'm gonna make 100 in all my classes the second quarter. All right, should have did that. And to do that, I'm going to have to have perfect attendance. All right, you can see my average went up in everything. So once you get a spreadsheet made and you delete stuff, the formulas, these formulas for average and total are still there. The whole concept is actually pretty cool. All right. So now you've got a spreadsheet. You've got all your classes in it. They're in alphabetical order. You've got it formatted where it's actually kind of a little bit pleasing to the eye. I don't like this. I did that. Look at this block here for some reason, because I drug it down, brought the sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in under borders. All right. I am going to clear all the borders there. Okay. And then just reformat. Lots of different ways you can do this. My way probably isn't that efficient. Oops. Go to borders. I'm not really sure why that's not highlighting. Borders. There we go. All right, now you got a database, not database, you've got an Excel spreadsheet that you could use all year to help you calculate your grades. You have a bad first quarter, you can calculate what you need second quarter to get above passing, fourth quarter, blah, blah, blah. So it might be something you can actually use, but the practice in making this is really good for this class. The last thing I'm going to do before shutting this video down is to show you that it is a relative database. That means if you move the whole database, all the formulas move with it. This 86.0 is going to be the average of these four, no matter where these four cells, no matter where you move this. You move it down here, all right, it's going to take an average of these four. Okay, so that's one of the cool things about all these spreadsheets, Excel and Google Sheets. So I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I'm going to hit Control X. All right. And I'm going to put this up in the corner now. Okay. I highlight that. And then I hit Control V. The whole spreadsheet moved. I mean, all the cells moved. All the formatted cells moved to where I put it. All right. This is what your spreadsheet should look like. It should have all the functionality. For Mr. Claney's purposes, because he wants to see this, have this totally filled with data. Fill third quarter, fill fourth quarter, fill this, and he'll be able to see real quick that your total works, your average works, your formatting's good. You've got the all of the text in the boxes over here with classes is blue, your absences is red, your background is turned gray here, and you have a different color. The colors are up to you. I mean, he doesn't care colors. I don't. The main thing is you know how to format these cells and you know how to format the boxes. All right, guys, this is the end of week 2. I will have another video for you next week. Probably be more in the lines of formatting and a little bit, we're going to go a little bit deeper down into formulas. Formulas is one of the key things engineers use in all of these spreadsheets. So you guys have a good week, and I will see you next week.